Edeben sem na Kennedy Japan ekoka ewo net 2 TV CCA akohia se ne spokesperson ewo se oba na obecheche nsem no yenko obi enchen ewo Asempa FM kosi sen show so na yenkotie nchichemo ye the spokesperson for Honorable Kennedy Japan edemayen concerning nsem bia Honorable Ekoke kan ewo net 2 TV yenkotie sa nsem no mrasisia.
The affair I mean, you know, sir, it's the obvious. Honorable Kennedy Japan Ekasa Enra in an interview, I think on the 2 TV. Now, in some more kind of generate a whole conversation on social media. I mean, listening to him personally, yes, only na yejuma closely. Utie in some more kind rana. Were you surprised yourself?
It will be the you always strata question. I told dream movie. I told maybe a different free. I said, were you surprised yourself? Will be my main friend free her. Kenny, a deeply invested party man.
Okay.
Will be a ordinary car and then a holding and then a coming in our boy party.
Yeah.
And immediate be a beefy kenna and loom abba, whether expressly or by conduct, will be immediate. We would say. Na dream poet church enye se or the best party and also the better party. So when the me share as more kind for me enye my titi commentaries in Bibia is not really an issue of Ken versus the party.
Okay.
But for me, it has more to do with how party manage disagreements and concerns at one more members bear the
Okay.
I mean, we'll be lying to ourselves. If you cashier who say after a very tense contest, to be here an aspect of reconciliation and true dispute resolution. And you go or not going to say be a reconciliation, and call properly. You get somebody like Ken, you will see say he will be expressing those concerns. You will be an ordinary person to what it may come out say be the panel has been frustrated or not. I remember one scenario. So, year to Abano. Remember me the year 2001. So, I my name feel working. Which has any you. Or go hospital. Now we're praise beginning as praise before Empire Bobby. And a Pie Bonase, a PF hospital premises. Or one almost a painful be a day, a cash it. And I rush in the back to the hospital. On bound almost admission. A jail bow, and yanyi and a frame. The banner so call also any a pie, no, the banner in the tone chain, and about 29 years then, and on obesian. What you better say, and now no presidential prime minister in any power would the video see also. I can't say, the mammy we see in a saco. This is to me because you got you. Let me come kiss you. And I felt so hurt. Now, me share me kwesi as just an ordinary spokesperson, and how and sema me te o masum and me tam kwesi no my broso. Now me share the multiple of attacks and insults ko you reckon the Japan so now. Now me who say she we be bia na yan kan okran share and say look into each other's faces and forgive each other. One here I be say that. So for me, what happened with Ken's comment offers an opportunity for reflection and not a declaration for war. So for me, the important question will be lessons and a partner. Strong parties are built on reconciliation and proper dispute mechanisms. Strong parties, they are not built without disagreement. They are disagreements in the concerns they are. But when those concerns are raised, a DNA are. And for me, there a course within this one. They say, "Can I? Is you a free Rebecca? Is Rebecca? If you ask me, Adjobro, it's just an opportunity, an invitation for all of us to then look at our reconciliation mechanisms, look at our dispute resolution mechanisms. Obi. A funny car. Nobody is never fako.
That's true.
And your opponent in one NDC. So why do we have prolonged conflict that do not benefit us, and we are all playing the ostrich games as if everything is well? Let's be very honest to ourselves. Own up to responsibility. And no more a year, Dr. Bawumia mono, it be in training. And no more also come here, it be in training. It is so big to be nature seminar, probably or what. If you ask me, it's an invitation for all of us to sit down. Then come a patch on tray, and then use us as an opportunity to strengthen the unity. Then prepare a year ahead of the 2028 election. Now go ahead. Oh, uniform, oh, or Casado. At the end of the day, who does it benefit? Can you nipa? Obi me boss no. And to say you, any bibi obey bia na big jinaho aka no crash and say papa. Sa so na wutie afa no so bibia, any bibi omo so be bia na ebe papa. But how do we build a consensus in moments like this? And I trust Dr. Bawumia's leadership. Say they should take this as an opportunity and a moment to reflect and build through and proper reconciliation so that we'll be able to achieve the unity that we want.
There are those,
2020.
Yeah, I get you. There are those who believe, I mean, with the experience, Honorable Ken, way in your first time, we're running for presidential, flag bearer slot. Now, I could be that way in the second time. And knowing how competitive.
Hello?
Yeah, Otemenka Kwesi.
I will be meeting.
Yes, now make us say, when in your first time, Honorable Kennedy Japan are running for presidential flag bearer slot, where in the second time, knowing how competitive our MPP internal elections, some of these things normally happen. Of course, the attacks nowhere from both sides. Inti Bawumia for the B bar, Ken for the B bar, Edu baby Honorable Ken Nankasa Kra to be Edema Dr. Bawumia calling him a liar and all of that. When the election is over, and we heard reporting so say mo flag bearer etu anamon eko mo ne won contest ye ni nyina nan so, including Honorable Ken, pictures eba ne ade enti that reconciliation no, what other form of reconciliation bio ena wo hwa na say ena Honorable Ken pese ohun ansa na ya obi e woni mo no e free ho.
Obi, me say you just about me take akra, so let me attempt to address it.
Okay.
Reconciliation is not an event. What I say.
That's true.
And this is where the it's a process.
Yes.
And when concerns come up on even the reconciliation process, I'm not sure it's so important for us to brush it off. At the end of the day, who loses and who wins. And to me, it doesn't matter. So this is not the first time. But this is the first time in the package against their party. This is the first time this is the first time Onyani colleagues or parliament. I mean, nobody is blaming anybody for anything. I'm not sure those were sanctions by Dr. Bawumia. But what I'm sure and say, if leadership decides today, say Omoabe to Omonai so. Obi, say maybe that alone itself cannot constitute a true and proper reconciliation. But Dr. Bawumia Baso, and if he's taking the step, and so I know he's also taking some steps. But bottom line is say, Obi, afani afanka no ntese about this made emefanko. And the media message a book kwasonya hobrase kwaso say the wo bia no leadership should be demonstrated and the issues should be addressed. When you are doing reconciliation, it's not really about who has a case or who do not have a case. It's not really about who is right or who is not right. It's not really about the take his step, they won't take his step. I believe most importantly, now this is not a time for condemnation. For me, this is a time for engagement, if you ask me.
Yeah, but when you listen to the interview critically, Honorable Kennedy Japan didn't just speak as Obia or what issues within the party or pay resolutions to. He was virtually stampeding or holding the party to ransom, because if you make comments, Moonchain na mubehu. You want me to join these people, or you see other words? Be a person me debeka hon. Moonchain next year by July. Mubehu di ebesi or party name. Those are not comments from Obia or pay genuine resolution to issues in a party. Anna.
Obi, and I make her say the comments he made, it was not a declaration of war on the party, especially if you understand all the background has and all the background story. Obi said the party has no. Oh, can't go say the party couldn't have and penny for see a task in the what I say, and yet a penny for can be said be our papa and the grada.
Yes.
Oh, many sure say. Obi to pa no afafo no afre esi the station or kasa same way without having any basis. But you see, I will not be on this station and justify any basis because maybe my first responsibility and my first love and my first patriotism is to this country and to this party. It's not necessarily to an individual. And no matter how the concerns he raised, whether justifiable or unjustifiable, Obi, I am saying, say, it exposes the reconciliation unit or the reconciliation chamber of our party that we can still do better.
Okay.
For me, that is how I see everything.
Okay.
Obi, to say, it's about seeing the half full glass, whether it's half full or half empty.
Yes.
And this is the opportunity. Whether we say, oh, and I can't do any basis, and I can't do a person threatening party, Obi or no, didn't see Kaya party, fitting and do be seen. You think so? But sorry, I say all the legacy he's built over the years, he wants to destroy everything that he's built. Obviously, no. At the end of the day, one the benefits, one they lose, we all lose together. And I'm telling you, said the Canada, Japan, I know, will not ordinarily want to break this party. It is an opportunity. It's a phase we are going through. It is a phase we are going through. And this presents a very good opportunity for us to once again look at our reconciliation efforts. Because unless of course but here may be a sense already so they mum the can say the Ujidi and Ujina secretary na powerful the Ujidi or Dr. Bawumia the Ujidi or no Canada Japan or Cremo. Say a face say na party no in Nayaka and Wabum na 2028.
So what reaction na abba from some of the party communicators, ne grassroots for ni be social media, no. You get the feeling, say, for most of them, no, sisi akra de yabrel, de bia na unkwa, na the obey bia ye. You get that feeling from the reaction, no?
Obi, I'll be dishonest to say I don't get that feeling because them in social media they be amateur.
Yes.
Except to say yes, party for them kwa nekotoaba.
Okay.
You will still need the Canada Japan on his side. What I say? What about also the silent people? We have a party as Sebio Sebianyado. We have the track record to say, of course, I mean, in the name of discipline. Former General Secretary. I mean, we saw how he was handled. Former chairman. And then but what about also the ordinary Ghanaians? So let's even assume, without admitting, Secretary was even wrong. Just an assumption. You will still need him. You will still need Ninkofo. You will still need people that look up to him. Instead of say, yeah, we are justifying who was right or who is not right. Why don't we sit down, say sorry to each other? Let's forgive ourselves and move on. So we can deal.
Yeah.
The concern is no reason. If we had listened to him yesterday, or say, may I any chairman Sakoya Juma, may I any Abronya campaign. May any Coca-Cola campaign. May any address a campaign. Don't you think this is a man who is making an honest admission that this is what worries me? So let's address it.
Yeah, but he also said, but also can
address them.
Yeah, because he also can fanko for the sanko for no be Daniel on campaign. Why should it just be one-sided?
Obi, and you're one-sided a cry. Is that not the reason why I'm saying say this offers a movement for reconciliation?
Okay.
And once again, provoking all dispute mechanisms and addressing them. Dispute mechanism is not one-sided. Reconciliation is not one-sided. Openi can ask them we there's openi once a media ebia no we are dream by kwan afa so can ni esusu se kefa le say in 10,000 yenga. We so say bi asemi aka na odema kebepi. Oi, it be a kid rule, baby.
Yeah.
And if other person also have concerns, Ken is not the same. I mean, I'm one of the people bra, Dr. Bawumia said Dr. Bawumia Liano. Me and my friend, I say, oh, I said no crowd or no the information and the report I had, no crowd, and Bawumia a child to know. What I say is one of his team members who misrepresented the facts. I even drew his attention. What I say, and he obviously he's also a human being. He may have his strengths and he also may have his weakness, just like any other person. But that is the whole essence of party building, party rebuilding, party reconciliation. We are not saying he's the only person that has been hurt.
Sure.
But we are saying, in a party like this, when concerns are raised, we shouldn't be so dismissive about it. The party is run by human beings. The party is not run by robots. Yeah. The party is not run by program computers. They are so mechanical. Yeah. Even program computers make mistakes. AI sometimes can make mistakes depending on how you pump in. And he said, party me, a member to me hurt a party now. The party which is also run by human beings and not angels can also hurt a member. But would we be on radio and arguing forth and back and forth? No. Please, let's get a truce. I find no chance of what you should be fanko. I share the movie at the Senate Boina. But before say, I assume you know who are a bread. If I enter them, maybe be a man in Yajuma. Nothing you can care whom. Ochana, a miracle smoke or Yajuma, or what the Anamana, because if I attend the voice of the Anamha. Now, yes, because and now share global info analytics, and you are the buy who is or young Bessu. Or see if you are to replay 2024, MPP will be doing 34%. Anna, NDC with Mahama will be doing 63%. Let's assume Mahama will not even be going. And the emphasis 10% and crying higher deal because they will be bringing a new candidate. Also be doing under 50%.
Yes.
So why do we think, say, at a moment like this, we cannot forgive each other, where irrespective of who is right or who is wrong, and come together and stop being mechanical and they be permanent free party and they who does it benefit?
I get you a bit, but I mean, knowing Honorable Ken, like you do you think, sir, and from how he spoke yesterday, are you amenable to any form of reconciliation?
What was it? So I said, yeah. And I win him. Ken and Samuel Kane, can assemble. This is my personal view.
Okay.
Say, and yet contest the alcohol. And I bet Ken, they can't say, but the usual Ken, this would have been an issue. It's just right after the contest.
Yeah.
And everybody could read any meaning into this. And also, who said then he also have to also make his claims very clear. Oh, guys, I can't for assembly. I mean, Afari Assembly was just an opportunity to say that MPP, Ghanaians hold us to a higher standard. And when we have an opportunity to finish a project, we should have finished. Other than that, when we question the NDC or criticize them, Ghanaians will refer us to a cry about. Kennedy ordinarily has always been criticizing both MPP and NDC. But the reason why that became an issue was because we have just moved from a very tense election. And that should presuppose that we should admit that all is not well. And if all is not well, what do? We need to provoke the reconciliation battles.
But there is such a thing called anti-party conduct. I mean, even a simple dipstick surveyor, a lot of my party members would have issues with the party, would have issues. In fact, Nansaya mo polling station elections, krano, yatete sem from a lot of polling stations. Baby omontimi antoaba, baby a confusion see party for ne wo ensem eka. But do you think they should all adopt the Honorable Ken approach? Then you guys will have no party, no, and that's why Bianco Fobi said he's holding the party to ransom too much. And I've read a petition one of the young guys in the party, actual said party no in taking it through the disciplinary process. You think say all of that and necessary for now?
We a lawyer ni.
Yes.
They actually a law who pay litigation.
That's true.
Say assembly dina court mu bia atwemanso.
Absolutely.
Even in litigation, you are say if it be dispute resolution,
yes.
It was settlement.
Yes.
I quite be creation now.
Yes.
We are sure say in the wisdom of the framers of the law, no. Omo who say no ebwa answer. And so there's some idea for I mean, if you want to be mechanical about everything, I don't think it will benefit anyone. That's why I said that this is an opportunity for engagement and not an opportunity for condemnation and being mechanical under the umbrella of the law.
Okay.
But being mechanical there, in this place, I said that. Well, who provoked those bottoms? What I say, who provoked those bottoms? So why is it that you say that those bottoms has become necessary to provoke? Oh yes, sir. What you are saying is that you see, let me put it this way: when somebody loses an election, maybe just maybe the person will be at liberty to become better or paint, depending on any description you want to give the person. Fair deal. Because we lose election, be any also and the edge. But who win election, you have a greater responsibility to ensure, say, even the wire or suppose better and pain, you still bring the person along. Yes, you can be able to take Kennedy Japan through party disciplinary process. What is the West? The West is say this fellow from the party. Are we ready for the consequence of that? Obi, free money so yes, party I'm for one individual. Oh, no individual is bigger than the party. Yes, it is true. No individual is bigger than the party. But an individual's inclusion or exclusion can also affect our fortunes, especially timing. Looking at the timing. If you be a chair we are not 2028 is that losing a new candidate to defend it, but also back to open 8 years and
in fact, I mean, Omua make his argument na kase before 2016 elections, mo national chairman, mo general secretary, first vice chair, still amu winning elections, and Honorable Ken can go and you can still win. Omo argument, no.
Obi, it is not a reconciliation argument, and I mean, for lack of better words, if you ask me, it is not a wise conversation or argument. I don't think that makes us seizing the facts it presents and the dynamics that it presents. We are at a crossroad where we need numbers. Opamo Kwabena Japan, chairman. At that time, what was the mood of the nation? The mood of the nation before Pamo Kwabena Japan, the mood was telling, say, you need a minor or what was the mood of the nation then? Can you say the same mood today? Can you say the same mood today? When you compare all the dynamics or no indicators, can you say all the mood today? The mood today requires that the MPP needs to be united as one accord and as stronger as never before as compared to them. At that time, the season then was to demonstrate that we are a party that we are very disciplined. This time around, there's no really about discipline. The dynamics is more on unity than discipline. And when you are focusing on a united dynamic, the conversation should also be a bit softened. For me, if you ask me, those are my comments on it.
Adofunum Yedina yes, spokesperson for Kennedy Japan, Kwesi Kwatin. Na wakasa acheche nsemu kakra. Na ninsem nina ne se moma mobonjo na bibia endedin. Reconciliation ne ho hia na ntokwa ne de emfa hwe emba ema NPP entimi ending kunim come 2028 general elections. Yemfa monsi hanum se besanso ehia biom in the next one. Akram.